Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Robinson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. On first down, it's Hart. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mariota now. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a give, right side. Logan. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey. 4 down. Mike 3. Hey, Charlie. 3 buzz. Mike 3.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Lawrence will throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to the ground with ETN. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
61, matchbox lights.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Protein spill.
41 Mike. Watch the screen.
Yep.
Watch the screen.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming.
Rock it. Look at me, zipper.
Switch.
Go on.
Draw play, ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 26-yard
And Lambo will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish, as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hard, hard.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Snap.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Go. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Go out.
Check. Left.
Here's a give to ETN. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A handoff for ETN. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Squeeze.
Hey, alert 3. Check 9. Check.
Go.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6.
218, stop.
Check 41. It's gonna be a long
Man.
Hey, watch it. Jim.
Go.
No.
Go.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You.
Rock it.
Check 25. Check safety.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Drake. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
From the 29, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Leo! Hard! Yes!
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
3 down. 41's the Mike. 41.
Yeah!
Check 41. You ready?
Hey, Foxtrot!
Let's go, baby. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Hey, get in the way.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Hey!
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here.
Hey! Wahoo!
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On the ball!
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 3. Combo. Hey, check
Go!
it. Mike 3. All day.
Hey! 2! Snap!
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And Shark hauls it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, it's Hart. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Watch the ball. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50. I can't believe you let you
Spud.
let you play. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You're not ready.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 24-yard.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Taking down at the 41, an 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Las Vegas.
So this one a